Hey everyone, Wedge Gaming here. I'm back again with another video. So today is Saturday, and normally I would be doing my Master Mode prep videos. If you did check all my previous ones, I did say I was going to be doing them on Sunday. However, Master Mode Madness is now on Sundays, so these videos will now be on Saturdays. Well, from the reset, we are not going to get any more Master Mode for the next week. So if you need to get Master Mode and if you need to clear it, do check my previous videos. Try and complete it by tomorrow, because on Monday we are getting Unova Champion Stadium. So we all know from the Johto and the Kanto, what we need to do is we need to try and achieve the medal, and to get the medal you need to get all 18 types. So what we're going to do in this video is look at all the Pokemon that I'm going to use. This is going to be free to play friendly. So it should help you out, and yeah, and hopefully you'll be able to get the medal within the second week and you can join us all in Master Mode. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, do smash that like button if you like the video, and now let's get into the video. Okay, so the first person I'm going to go through is Grimsley from the Elite Four of Unova. He's going to be weak against Steel type, so this is what I've decided with the Steel type. I'm going to use Solgaleo as my main striker to hit hard with Sunsteel Strike. Again, we all know Solgaleo has no grid. The lucky skill I got here is Enlightenment 9. Ideally it's better to have Critical Strike 2 on this. Theme skill, I just got the +4 in Steel, but it won't matter if you have it or not, because in this team you're not going to need it because we're out here to get the medals. If you do not have this, you can maybe swap it with a Lone Dog Trio. However, it may not hit as hard as Solgaleo. As you can see, the attack stats are 417. A Lone Dog Trio is nowhere near that. So yeah, Solgaleo is the first one. I'm going to pair it up with Medicham. Medicham is just going to be here to raise the attack stats for Solgaleo. We got gloves off as well, so we will raise critical hit rate, and also we are going to make sure we get that sure critical hit. So I may try and do this before I sink, and I may try to do it in the beginning as well. Lucky skill is Defense Crush 1, so I will be lowering defenses. So as the defenses get lowered, the attack stats for Solgaleo will kick in and it will do a bit more damage. Again, the theme skills here, maybe Gym Leader you might want, because we're going to pair it up with Swanna. So I'm going to use Swanna here for Swanna purposes. Here to raise speed, defenses, use potion to heal when needed. And lucky skill is Vigilance. And again, theme skill, one that's going to match Gym Leader, because it is level 4, it will get that buff for the team for HP stats. Oh, sorry, I just got a cold. So this is the grid that I'm going to be using. Master Healer 1, Master Healer 1, Gust Move Gauge Refresh 9, Potion MP Refresh, and Take Flight MP Refresh. So you can see this is just going to heal and tank, and that's what the main purpose of this is. So there you go. And this is the team that I'm going to be using against Grimsley. Let's move on to the next Elite Four member. Oh, I just got a cold really badly over here in London. 1 minute it's cold, the next minute it's hot and sunny, and the next minute it's raining. Yeah, so if you ever do come to London, you will know what the weather is like. Next we'll go through is Marshall. And Marshall is going to be weak against Fairy type Pokemon. So the best option to have is Xerneas. If you did miss out on Xerneas, then maybe use maybe Gramble or Snubble, or if you have any other Fairy type striker or Fairy type Pokemon, just substitute it for Xerneas. We'll look at Xerneas first. Xerneas here, I've got the Horn Leech grid here. However, I may change this up and I may use the Healing grid, or the other option is to use the Moonblast grid, which might be a better and more wiser choice to do. Over here you can see the lucky skill I've got is Vigilance. Theme skill was the level 4 Theory, but again it won't matter because we're trying to get here the medals. On the Hornleech grid though, I do have the Master Healer 1 and I do have MP Refresh 2, I've got Impervious and Recuperation. So you can see what I'm trying to do here. Next, what I've put here is I've put Drake and Salamence. And Drake and Salamence is just here to raise defenses because that's something that Zenith cannot do. And against Marshall, he will be physical, so the best option would be to raise your defenses. So I've got this in here. If need be, I've got X special defense all to use in the beginning as well. And then I've got my normal type Pokemon Stoutland. This is just here for the sake of type purposes. Ideally, I would have liked to swap it out with Eevee. Hey, wait, saying that, let me check when Eevee is coming out. Would it come out before the grid? Oh, okay. Eevee will come out on Monday. So saying that, maybe I may swap this for Eevee. I don't know. So if you've got Eevee, you can swap this with Eevee. Now I remember why. I said this is going to be free to play, so I cannot use Eevee. If you've got Eevee, you can use Eevee. I've got Apply Yourself as well, so we'll increase my move gauge, makes the move allied pairs gradually heal themselves, which will be good. I do have Crunch, which can also lower defenses, and I got Facade as well, so the power is doubled when the user is poisoned or badly poisoned. But again, Marshall may not do that. Lucky skill, I've got Steel Guard. Again, I've not put any effort into putting stuff onto Stoutland. I mean, it is one of those pairs that we do not use as often as what we can because it hasn't got a grid. And then here you go, here's the theme skills. So this is the team that I'm going for to battle Marshall. Let's move on now to the next Elite Four member in Unova, and we have Shawntel, and Shawntel will be weak to ice, so this is the team that I'm going for. Knowing that she's weak to ice, we do know we haven't got that many pairs to play with, so my main striker here is going to be Dewgong. Dewgong is here for Icy Wind. Lucky Skills Power Flux 1 that I've got on it. However, if we've got Critical Strike 2, that will be much better to use. Theme skill, again, they're not going to matter as much because we're trying to aim for the badge. Here's the grid that I've got. So Icy Wind Accuracy, Freeze Synergy 8, Snow Shelter, Hostile Environment 1, and Ice Wind Move Gauge Refresh. I may change this grid up. I may take Hostile Environment out. No, well, not Hostile Environment. I might take Snow Shelter out because we ain't gonna have Hell. And because we haven't got Hell, we may just want to use more of that on the power-ups for Icy Wind. Moving on to the next pair is Viola and Masquerain. So she's just here to trap and also lower special attack. I'm hoping Shawntel is special. If it is, it's going to work wonders by lowering special attack. Lucky skill here has got is Flame Proof. Ideally it's not the best. And then theme skill here, you can see what I've got, but then it's not really going to matter at all. Here's the grid that I'm going for. So I'm going for a trap grid. So Poke Trap 2, just fantastic. MP Refresh, Stationary Target 5, First Aid 4, and then Struggle Bug power-ups. So I'm just trying here to trap and hit hard when I'm trapping. Next one is Superior, and again, you've seen her, what she's like. She is free to play. Special attack all is what's going to be used for, to try and quickly power up Dewgong. And if I need the move gauge refreshes, I've got time to energize. Lucky skill is Enlightenment 9. Ideally, it's better to have Vigilance. Theme skill here, you can see again, here are the ones I've got on, but it won't matter. And then on the grid, over here, you can see time to energize, MP Refresh 2, X Special Attack all, MP Refresh, and Energy Ball on a roll 1. So all these pairs I've got, they're all free to use. You can get them all in the game by playing the story mode. So this should be viable to you as well. hoping that you have them at 2 out of 5 at least. Because then that is what will help you with the grid. Moving on to Caitlin, and Caitlin is weak to Ghost type. So this was an easy choice to do. I'm going to be using Mewtwo and Mewtwo for Shadow Ball. Lucky skill here is Critical Strike 1. If you got Critical Strike 2, it will be a lot better and it will hit a lot harder. Again, the one that you may want here is the Kanto theme skill if you've got it. So you can see here, I'm just going to power up Nowhere to Hide, raise critical hit and evasiveness, and then use Shadow Ball with Mewtwo. I've got Acerola on the team, which again is free to play. I'm going to use this for Astonish to try and flinch. If need be, I've got over here to self-heal. And Lucky skill I've got is Troublemaker 1. And again, the theme skills here will not matter, but here is the grid I'm going for. It's my normal sand grid. However, you could change this up. You could put this up to defensive stats and to flinch. So let's try it out. Rather than me saying what I may use, this will be my backup option. So let me go back into the sync grid. Palo Sand, I could filter it. Let me see, where are you? Palo Sand. No, just put the filter on. There we go. Okay, so select multiple. I'll have all these grids on here. This is what we want. Astonish Aggravation. Now, if you have this at 3 out of 5, you got a good chance of charging the moves gauge by 1 when it's successful. Then you got Harry 5, which will power up your moves when flinching. So you'll have those two, and then you'll have all the other Astonish grids. Something that you may want will be over here MP Refresh. If you want, I'm not going to go for that. I'm only going to go for 1, just so I can get Toughen Up 4. And you've got Soothing Sand on the grid, you've got X Defense Wall, and you've got Tough Cookie, and you've got Sand Shelter, and then you've got Sandstorm Focus Group 4. So ideally, if you got it at 2 out of 5, this is the one that you want the most, Toughen Up 4, because it will help you to raise your defenses a lot quicker, and then maybe you can go for all these extra Astonish power-ups over here. And then you also got Sandstorm MP Refresh 3, but because you got no one in Sand in this team, you may not need it, or you will not need it. So I'm just going to go up this way, and let's get Toughen Up Cookie. Do we have enough? Yeah, we do. So this is what I'm going to go for. So raise defenses and flinch is what I'm trying to do over here. So that's the grid that I'm going to go for. Moving back on to now my other team, or my other sync pair in the team, and it's Starmie. You guys have seen Starmie, I use it every week in my free to play. Amazing to use. It's just here to use Catch Me If You Can to try and evade and self heal, and then use X Special Defense All. Lucky skill I got here is Vigilance. Again, theme skills won't matter, but the grid will matter. I've got all Bubble Beam power-ups, Agile Entry 1, Bubble Beam Move Gauge Refresh, X Special Defense, all MP Refresh, and Catch Me If You Can MP Refresh. Okay, so this is trying to dodge, raise my defenses, just so that Mewtwo can hit hard, and I will be syncing with Acerola and Palo Sand. Okay, moving now to the last Elite Four member, and this week we're going to get Holder. I think the week after we're going to get Iris. Holder will be weak to Rock type, so my obvious choice would be to use Brock. He is free to play, and I've got the Striker grid on him, so he's here just to raise his attack and defenses, lower speed, so it can just hit a lot more harder. Lucky skill is Mad Strength 2, so I can also raise my attack stats when I attack. And here's all my theme skills I'm using. On the sync grid here though, I've got all the Rock Tomb power-ups. I've got a sync move power-up, Tough Cookie, Hunter's Instinct, Haymaker, and Rock Tomb move gauge refresh. So you can see the more my attack will be raised and the more the speed is lowered, it's going to hit hard. Okay, Torchic. Again, another free-to-play unit. This is here to just to raise attack stats, critical hit for Onyx and for the team. Lucky skill is defense crush 2, so I will also be trying to decrease defenses so that when Onyx does hit, it will hit a lot more harder than what he's going to expect us to hit. And finally, I've got Clay and Semi-Toad. He's just here for basically mud shot and to lower the speed, because the more the speed is lowered, the more Onyx's attack will hit harder. So I'm just going to spam mud shot with him after using a Unova. Lucky skill is Dragon Guard, and here's all the theme skills on it. So you can see it's pretty basic, it's just here to get the type so we can get the medal. Okay, so that is now all the teams that I'm going to be using for the coming week. If we do look into it though, the only types that will be missing, I think, will be Dragon, Electric, Poison. So those types are types that I can use the week after, or you can use the week after, and it will be dead easy because you only have those 3 types to work with, and then you can pair any other pair you want with from next week, and then you can get the medal and start doing master mode. If you like the video, do press like, do subscribe, do follow me on my socials on Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, and do check out my Sunday videos with Charizard Mosh with Master Mode Madness. So yeah, that is the end of the video, guys. I'll see you all for the next one.